last sort of half hour, an uptick in helicopters in the skies. That normally means American activity. I'm here beside me, but there's quite a lot actually. Those images, though, utterly startling. And when I think the reporter for Al Jazeera Arabic who filmed those images asked one of the men with the weapons to talk a little in English, saying that he spent 8 years in Guantanamo Bay prison. But this is a very competent insurgency now. I mean, increasingly less the insurgency as they move slowly into the capital here, who are very keen, it seems, to show how relaxed they are in the corridors of what was the other government's power. At the same time, President Ashraf Ghani, I should say, but we just simply really quite know locally on the streets, it's Taliban. Former President Ashraf Ghani has released a statement from wherever he is. We also don't know that at the moment. There were suggestions he'd gone to Tajikistan, but it's not entirely clear where his journeying has ended. He seems to have left without notice, without advertisements, during the afternoon, and then news frankly leaked out from his, I would say, probably shocked officials. One saying to me, they've run away. He's released a statement on Facebook saying, "Today I came across a hard choice. If I should stand to face the armed Taliban who wanted to enter the palace, or leave the dear country I've dedicated my life to protecting and caring for the past 20 years. Essentially saying it was like for him, he had to leave. But 24 hours here, he'd been extolled the need to stay in his position, to craft some kind of transactional power agreement. That, with his departure, evaporated. And I think that's what's got so many shocked among the Afghan community. Hope that maybe Ghani there's something clear the Taliban weren't that interested in, but the possibility that might make their ascent to power here less something that requires their guys to drive into Kabul on the back of acquired Humvees from the Afghan army, which we're seeing today, that disappeared. And so it's the vacuum that suddenly the Taliban have walked into here. And I say walk because, while we have heard from some NGOs reports of dozens of injured possibly as a result of clashes around Kabul, and just in the last half hour I heard quite a lot of gunfire in that direction. This has not been pitched street-to-street fighting. This has been a comparatively calm entry for the Taliban. We've seen or heard reports of soldiers, police taking off their uniforms, putting on civilian clothing, collapse of the security forces. Frankly, hard to see how they would not make that choice if their commander-in-chief has simply snuck out of the country without telling anybody. A man that the Americans put a lot of